Alright. It's been a while. As you can probably tell, I moved. Ha. Also, let me know in the comments how you feel about the current lighting. I'm still trying to figure something out there. Right now I've just got all the lights on. And I can see there's like a glare right there, but I'll figure something. I might be able to figure something out now. Let me try turning this one off. Oh, that fixed it. What's up guys, it's your boy Chrysalis here, and for today's video I'm going to give you a brief update on the channel as well as a brief update on my Criterion collection. Like I mentioned in my intro slash blooper or whatever, I moved. The short of it is I don't really live in an apartment, I live in a camper since it's pretty expensive to rent an apartment at this moment in time, whereas just buying a whole camper and finding a lot for it, not nearly as expensive at all. So as far as just the channel goes, as far as just related to your viewing experience, it's going to be a little bit before I truly get back in the swing of things, but I just thought I'd go ahead and make this video since I haven't made a video in a hot minute. And if you are wondering, yes, I still have my Snorlax. He just can't fit on the couch. He's just too big. He's just absolutely massive. He might make a guest appearance here and there, but yeah, he's just way too big. I might feature my popcorn bucket, the monkey, every once in a while, but reoccurring characters will be kind of sparse here and there. Yeah, that's kind of it. I moved and I'm just trying to get everything readjusted since moving is always a pain in the ass, but I'm going to get back in the swing of things eventually. As far as the Chrysalis's Criterion collection videos are concerned, those will probably be on a little bit of a hiatus for the time being. I was working on one, but a lot of things happened and it got shelved briefly, but I'm going to get back into the rhythm of working on that one. As far as like just doing a Guillermo del Toro video, Criterion video, every other week goes, that's kind of done. I'll just do them when I feel like, unless you guys really want me to finish that, and then I will, since it related to this video. I did end up getting another one, so I've got all of them now, at least until eventually they issue Frankenstein on Criterion, which I assume that they probably will do, hopefully. So yeah, with that out of the way, I'm going to show you my semi-recent additions. So just for clarification's sake, I did not get these during the Criterion sale. Well, I got some of them during the 30% off sale before the current Barnes & Noble 50% off sale, but none of these I got during the Barnes & Noble 50% off sale. I will be getting some eventually, just not entirely sure when. So these I got during the 30% off sale. They were just running them for all the 4K discs, I believe, and I just couldn't say no. Out of all of these, the one I'm the most excited for is Danny Boyle's Trainspotting. I watched this semi-recently, just some few months back, because I have the Criterion Channel subscription, and I was trying to watch a lot of movies that were on the Criterion Channel. And yeah, I got this. Well, I got this after I watched it, but my point being, Trainspotting, fucking love this movie. Absolutely adore this movie, just to tears. It's so vulgar, it's so nihilistic. In a lot of ways, it's just my kind of movie. I don't know how to ever describe like the archetype of my type of movie, but Trainspotting is definitely an example of that for sure. And if you never watched Trainspotting, I wholeheartedly recommend it. Let's try that. Yeah, let's try that. That might be fun. I'm gonna run out of space though. Alright, I also got Peter Bogdanovich's The Last Picture Show. I watched this many years ago, and I didn't quite understand it at the time, so I'm looking forward to giving this a rewatch eventually. But what you really need to know about The Last Picture Show is it's in a lot of ways the de facto film about the small town. Any film that tries to tackle dramas in a small town or anything like that needs to watch this movie as an idea of how to do it correctly, in my opinion. So, yeah, The Last Picture Show. Definitely watch that if you haven't. I also got Martin Scorsese's Raging Bull, another movie I watched many years ago, but I remember liking it a lot since I had already watched quite a bit of Scorsese already and love Robert De Niro in this. This is probably one of his best roles along with Joe Pesci. And yeah, this is the de facto sports movie. This is one of, if not the greatest sports movies ever made. That's a feature-length film and not necessarily a documentary. On that semi-related subject, I really need to watch Hoop Dreams sometime. I've heard it's fantastic. So yeah, Martin Scorsese's Raging Bull. You haven't watched it, you definitely should. And finally, I've got Night of the Living Dead by George A. Romero. Again, this kind of a reoccurring theme, like de facto movie of this genre. In this circumstance, George A. Romero kind of just invented the zombie genre. Like, if you want to know how zombies came to be in film, definitely watch Night of the Living Dead for sure. I watched this not for Halloween, but maybe a few weeks prior to Halloween or so. And yeah, this is the real deal. If you've never watched it, you need to watch it, definitely. This I'm going to breeze pretty quickly. I had these pre-ordered like months in advance, and I'm finally got them now, so yeah. So this is the one I'm the most excited for. This is what I mentioned previously. Now that I've got all the Guillermo del Toro's, this is not his version of Nightmare Alley. What makes this version special is that it's not just the original movie, it's a director's cut that's completely in black and white. So yeah, I'm looking forward to eventually watching this, since I've really been digging a lot of Guillermo del Toro since I've been rewatching his work and watching some of the ones that I didn't quite get the chance. I also got Frankenstein in theaters, which is just phenomenal. Small spoiler for my movie theater adventures roundup, but I dug the hell out of his version of Frankenstein. So yeah, Nightmare Alley. David Cronenberg's A History of Violence. I don't really know anything about this except it came out in 2005, and it has Viggo Mortensen in it, as you can clearly tell here. And it's also not really a horror movie, it's a crime thriller, I think. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sinking my teeth into this. John Hughes, The Breakfast Club. I have watched this, well, I've watched a good deal of this, not the whole thing in full, some time back, and I remember liking what I watched, and I remember this being a lot of ways like one of the de facto teen high school movies from the 80s, joining the ranks of films like Fast Times at Ridgemont High and a bunch of other John Hughes movies. So yeah, I'm looking forward to finally watching this in full. This has an hour's worth of deleted scenes. The movie's already an hour and a half, and this could have pushed the 3-hour mark. Like, what all did they get rid of? I want to know. And finally, Eyes Without a Face. I don't know much of anything about this movie. Who directed this movie? George Francois? I can't read cursive. But yeah, this is a old French horror film that's fairly influential, and yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it at some point. I should have watched it during Halloween, but you know, I guess there's not really any one specific time that is like just crucial, and you're not restricted to watching certain movies in certain times of the year is what I'm trying to get at. So yeah, Eyes Without a Face. I'm definitely going to check this out pretty soon, which means I'll probably won't check them out ever, since I've got so many Criterions and so little time. But yeah, these are all my recent additions to my collection. I'm definitely excited to eventually watch them at some point, but I said that about my last few Criterions that I've acquired. But you know, that's kind of why I do these videos and the Criterion collection overview videos as well. So that way I have like incentive to not just watch the movie for a movie's sake, but let you guys know how I feel about them and stuff. So that way maybe you're thinking about getting the one specific Criterion or whatever, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this guy dug it, you know, let's go ahead and get into it then, or whatever. Yeah, that's about it. Just a quick, brief summary, I bought more Criterions and I moved. And we're getting back into the rhythm of things with just movies and videos and stuff. I think this week in particular, I am going to try to get more videos cranked out this week, or at least conceptualize and think about what I want to do for the channel this week, since I'm going to mostly be locked in reading The Running Man for Edgar Wright's version of The Running Man coming out this weekend. But yeah, that's about it. What did you guys think about the Criterions I got? And if you got any Criterions recently, especially during the 50% off sale, which ones did you get? And yeah, that's all I got, and that's about it. This is your boy Chrysalis here, signing off.